Yeah, it's hard to breathe. It sucks. A lot of crap coming out your lungs. What's going on, Secoya Nation? Dr. Slim bringing today's Wellness Wisdom. And this is inspired by one of our viewers earlier in the week. Was it earlier in the week? Yeah, earlier in the week. When we were running off rapid fire these questions, and it came up among other things. So we're going to talk about pneumonia, taking a deviation from the ears. So if you don't know what pneumonia is, basically it's an issue with the lungs, and it can come from different sources according to medical science, whether it be bacterial, viral, things of that nature. But you know, if you follow us at all, you know we're here to tell you what the neuroemotional or the brain-body connection is for the pneumonia. So generally, lung tissue from a GNM standpoint is like fear, fear of exposure, fear of something being found out. It can be grief as well as things like that, but fear is definitely one of them. So one of the first themes in the GNM world is it's like fear of fear in your territory, like in your space. It could be fear of like an invasion, like someone's invading my space, someone's taking over my space. So that can cause someone to experience some congestion in their lungs, if you will. And some people, if they're not careful, they go to a medical doctor and you have it labeled pneumonia. I don't play one on TV. I don't pretend to be one. I'm not trying to tell you that you have pneumonia or that pneumonia is something you should look into, but these are some threads that if you find yourself with lung issues, these could be relevant to that. So, yeah, so we try to do this every week, at least 4 times a week, to provide this information for you. We love your inspiration, so appreciate you giving your inspiration and giving us ideas for what you want to talk about, because we make it relevant for you, and that's what we're here for. So when a lung is healing, there's a repairing phase. So there's a crisis phase, a conflict phase, and there's a repairing phase. And typically there's an ulceration or an increase in the amount of tissue in there. There's fluid as far as the body's healing. Your body can call in tuberculum, bacteria, among other things, to help heal the lungs. And so some people have a fear of suffocation, a fear of death from suffocation. That can literally be a trigger for pneumonia as far as the research goes. So when you think about disappointment and sadness, those are also threads as far as they pertain to fear of disappointment, fear of sadness from grieving, things like that. When you think of the liver to liver's hepatic tissue, the liver's anger, so there can actually be lesions in the lungs that are hepatized, and those are like, anger-based. So you can have that fear and anger in your lungs at the same time. And so when you think about something deadly in the air, Lord knows that people back in the Rona era, the past 3 years, apparently it's still dragging on, it's like fear of a virus can trigger pneumonia. So if those of you don't know, viruses are like exosomes, and they are basically created by your body to help heal your body, as far as from a German medicine standpoint. So your body creates things to heal it. It upregulates different bacteria, upregulates mold and fungus to help you heal. They're there for a purpose. Your body doesn't make mistakes. So before you run out and get an antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, or antiparasitic drug to try and kill something off, understand that it's serving a purpose. So if you look at these videos and you understand the deeper meaning, you'll know why your body's doing what it's doing. Okay? Fear of your family disintegrating or drifting apart, or having strife in the family and families breaking apart, or just disagreements, discourse, derision, if you will. That can be a trigger for pneumonia based on, again, the fear of like, oh no, what if something's discussed or exposed or something like that. And so, when you feel a lack of protection as a result of your family breaking up or stress in the family, that can also trigger the lungs, because once again it goes back to that fear. Okay, so just want to encourage you to continue to put your ideas down below, comment on these, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever you want. It's your world, we're living in it, so we want to provide this information for you. We love your comments, whatever they come in form of, and I just want to encourage you to put those down below so we can keep serving you at the highest level. But that's pneumonia for today. That's what I came up with for the research, and hope you enjoyed. Hope you were able to share with someone who maybe struggled with a recurring pneumonia, like once every year, once every 6 months, because there are people out there that do it. So this is going to benefit them from understanding it, because then they can break out of the cycle. They can break free. All right, so we appreciate you. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow for the Wellness Wisdom. All right, guys. Have a good night.